Yeah. What's really happening? It's your boy OG Jigavella with another episode of Street Code of Conduct. Today's episode, man, this entitled to, hustling out of season, right? So listen, I tell y'all all the time, talking to my guys still participating in the street game, no matter what it is, drug dealing, scamming, robbing, or whatever you may be doing, right? I always tell y'all young cats, man, like, listen, I can't tell you how to get your money, but listen, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a little G on how to do it or what you're doing, man. Try to put y'all up on laws because y'all know the OG done spent a lot of time in prison. But before I get into my subject, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button right there. Follow me, man. Y'all tap on in, man. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss which one, right? So I'm finna come from the book of Ecclesiastes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the good book. Right? Then I'm going to put some G on it for you. You know what I'm saying? So here you go. Let me read from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, the first verse, right? It says, to everything there's a season, a time for every purpose under the heavens, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which been planted. I'm not gonna get, when you go read it for yourself, you can see all the different times in the season that little message got for you, right? I'm gonna get into giving you what I gotta give you from the street aspect of it, right? So listen, a lot of y'all hustling 365 days a year. You know what I mean? That's every day. Cause you playing the game wrong, man. You hustling cause you gotta hustle and not when you wanna hustle, right? A lot of y'all running into plays that ain't even much meant for you. You know what I mean? Indictments and RICOs that ain't even meant for you. You know what I mean? You're going to find yourself in those situations because you're running after a play that look good but ain't really good. It's a setup, right? It's a setup. And I'm talking from experience because I done seen a lot of cats that went to prison and we'll sit down and we walk around the prison yard and they be like, man, it wasn't even meant for me, man. That was my brother called and I jumped the gun and you know what I mean? It's so many different stories that I could share with you about cats being where they shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, at times that they shouldn't have been at, right? And they'll spend their time walking the yard with the woulda, coulda, and shouldas. So I'm trying to save you that heartache, man. I'm trying to save you that part of it and give you an understanding why all year ain't the time to hustle, man. Even if you just pay attention to the real animals that's, you know what I mean, that's out there in the animal kingdom. You don't see them, you know what I'm saying, hunting. They got a hunting season and they got a time where they sit back and they live off of what they done, you know what I mean, what they done put up and stored up. But a lot of y'all ain't putting up nothing. That's why you in the position you in. That's why you got to run after every play. You know what I mean? Soon as you get your little re-up money or you done scammed and made a big lick, the first thing you doing, you running out what? Buying stuff. That's living outside your means. Buying this, buying that, buying designer. Wasting money in the club. Wasting money on jewelry. Wasting money on that. You ain't putting no money towards nothing that could eventually what? Get you exit out the game. Exit out the street. Like exit out of taking the chances that gonna cost you your freedom. That's where y'all messing up at. You know what I mean? And I'm not encouraging you to do any of those crimes. I'm not encouraging you. I prefer to see you, man, work a plan with, job orientated, go get a trade, you know what I'm saying, build from that, and your money be blessed. But like I say, y'all adults, y'all gonna do what you wanna do. But I'm gonna tell you something, if you're watching this video now, you gonna be one of them cats when the doors closed in on you because you've been hustling year round, you ain't gonna miss what you supposed to miss. You know what I mean? You're going to be right out there. Like right now, I'm going to give you a prime example. This is election year. We getting ready to elect our president, but inside that, we have all type of other candidates running for different office, for sheriff, for you got the prosecutors. They're running for, you know what I mean, to be the head prosecutor, and they feel they out to make a name for themselves. Same way you in the street trying to make a name for yourself, they trying to make a name for themselves, and they make their name by locking you up, being tough on crime. So guess what? The sheriff, the incoming sheriff or the outgoing sheriff, the ones that's running for, especially the one that's already in the seat, guess what he doing? He turning up the heat in the streets. He's trying to get the big indictments. He's trying to get the RICOs. He's trying to get the biggest bust. He got his boys turned up. You know what I'm saying? He got his boys. I'm talking about they pulling everything over for little things. They putting things over for the cop having the windows too tinted. And half of y'all riding around dirty and smoking, carrying, you know what I mean, doing, you know what I mean, you're not thinking. You're not thinking because when it's good time to hustle and you make a good play, instead of you take that money and do what you came in the game to do, if you coming in the game the right way, how I was brought into the game was always trying to get out the streets. But y'all get caught up and get content. Because you know why? Easy and hustling money is just the same addiction as the people that y'all serving the thing to out there. When it comes easy, it goes easy. You don't have no respect for it. You know what I mean? That's the catch-22 of that whole thing about hustling and getting easy money. But is it really easy? It's not really easy. I remember back, man, when I was trapping and had my little spots, right? I had the house, I had the crib, you know what I'm saying, with all new furniture, patio set, you know what I mean? I had the toys, I had different whips, I had a closet full of clothes and designer, right? And guess what? I spent more time in the trap than I spent enjoying the things that I was acquiring. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize that I was doing that until I got locked up. When I got locked up and I was laying in that cell and I would have time, because that's what time do for you. When you get locked up and they give you them calendars, you're going to have all those memories and you're going to have all that time to reflect and you're going to have all that time to look at, well, damn, I did all of it for nothing. Because all now the designer that you had is outdated. Or it's sitting up or somebody else benefit from it. The jewelry that you had, you know what I mean? Somebody else wearing it or pawned it or whatever they done did. They come in like scavengers. When you get locked up, I'm talking about family members, girlfriend, kids, everybody, homeboys. They zoom in on what you done left out here. You know what I mean? You can't even manage it no more. Only thing you can do is try to get much you can on your books from what you done left out here because they scavenging, right? So it's kind of like you more addicted to the lifestyle than actually having a concrete plan on winning. That's the delusional part of it, man. It's all a mirage. You know what I mean? You get hooked on the next sale, the next play, the next come up. You know what I'm saying? You get hooked on that. And you actually become an addict of that fast money. And when you hooked on something just like that chronic, and just like that person hooked on drugs, you start making mistakes. You start doing things without thinking it through. And that's when you end up in a RICO act. That's when you end up in an indictment. That's when you end up locked up. So it's a time and a season for everything. That's all I'm telling y'all, man. Stop putting yourself in position when you hustle because you got to hustle. This next play depends on if you're going to pay your bills or if you're going to have some money to continue to shine or live on the level that you don't put yourself on. You putting yourself in a position where you got to make a decision to be out there when things are hot. You understand what I'm saying? That's the point that I'm trying to get across to y'all. It's a time and a season for everything. And another thing that we do. We go at this thing so aggressively because we pocket watching, we looking at what other people done required, and we trying to speed up the pace to try to keep up with the Joneses. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to keep up with the Joneses. So now we aggressively going after plays and you know what I mean, pursuing this bag because Joe Blow done grabbed the new whip. Or Joe Blow got a bigger chain. Or Joe Blow got, you know what I mean? He got more, you know what I mean? He got more designer on than you. Or he was at the party, you know what I mean? Stunting and throwing more money in the air in the club. Now you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. You understand what I'm saying? If you really truly in the game for the right reason, why should all that matter? Why should you know what I mean, want to be seen? Why should you waste why I mean, excuse me. I mean, just think about it. Don't wait until you was in a situation like I was when it's all gone and you walk around talking to cats about what you had. And you working in food service and you working in laundry, you working in inside ground or you're oily in the house, know what I'm saying? And you doing things for little or nothing now in somebody's prison. Take heed, man. If you don't, This gonna be one of those moments, this video and my voice and everything that I'm telling you, gonna be one of the things that hunt you inside that cell. It did me. Cause there were people that tried to reach out to me when I was getting money, when I was a Fed case riding, you know what I mean? When I was aggressively, you know what I mean, pursuing that bag at all means, when I was hustling out of season. I'm talking from experience. You know what I mean? Y'all tap in, man. Listen, man. I ain't gonna overdo it. I gave you what I got. Position yourself. The hustle when it's good. Be like the real smart animals, man. You know what I mean? Grind, hunt in the hunting season, put up and weather the storms, and also weather, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to sit down, make sure you out to play, man. Make sure you out the make sure you out the streets. Cause things that ain't meant for you, you shouldn't be walking into. But hey, you ain't gotta take my word for it, man. You can live and learn, man. Make sure y'all check my books out. Pressure. This is my first book about my time in Miami, man. You know, keep the message going. Thanks for y'all for taking y'all time out. And here in the OG, man. Also, man, y'all tap in, man. Get my second book, Federal Pressure. For those of y'all that may be, you know, have to go that route. You know what I mean? I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna listen. I know some of y'all gonna, you know what I mean, have to be, you know, learn the hard way. Cause like they said back in the day, a hard head make a soft ass. And I had to find that out the hard way. You know what I mean? Your ass gonna get soft for everything you sitting on in that cell is hard. And that's gonna win. That still gonna win over flesh and bones. Trust me, I've been there. You know what I mean? It's your boy OG Gigavelli, man. Once again, man, y'all tap in on all platforms, man. Tap into my Instagram, tap into my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all tap into my TikTok. This your boy, man. It's been another G moment, man. Stop hustling out of season.